Salvetiones, I'm Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek. And before I go to Shield Sheldon stage, I'm going to equip a couple of parts. The quick charge is a given. It's just too useful not to have not to equip when I have it. Shield Sheldon. Well, the stage was highlighted in red, so you know what that means. Nightmare effect. What horrors await us in the Laser Institute. Hello, Alien. Nice to see you again. You do realize your name means other woman in Latin? No, seriously. Alius, alia, aliud. It's an adjective that means other or another. And if it's used substantively, like the other one, it can... yeah. Alia, you're the other woman. So, why are the Mets walking on air? Maybe you can use your weapons. Yes, always use their weapons. Destroy everything. And answer because they're on... whoa! Bottomless pits. That too. But what I was going to say is... there are invisible platforms in this first part of this stage. And you can tell where most of them are by where the bad guys are. That are walking on seemingly nothing. For some reason the platforms are slippery. I don't know what's up with that, but that's the way they designed them, so... There are laser units and the light reflectors. The reflectors seem to be inflecting the laser. Yes, they're inflecting the laser. I believe this one is in the accusative case. Nice English there. I'm not sure if those devices are same ones, though. So, the way most of Shield Sheldon's stage works is there are these lasers all over the place, and there are also mirrors. The lasers don't hurt you, or the laser beam doesn't hurt you. The end of the beam, as I just demonstrated, does hurt you. So avoid the end of the beam. Turning the light reflectors to make the laser change direction. It's like a puzzle game. It is, what a painstaking nightmare phenomenon. And once you get to this point, we have lasers that you can rotate by shooting. And depending on what direction the laser is facing, or the mirror is facing, when the laser hits it, the laser will go a different direction. And since we have those crates there, I tend to demonstrate the ground dash. See, the ground dash can destroy those crates. Oh, and in case you haven't figured it out, the crates are the nightmare effect. Those are Ground Scarevich's nightmare effect. The investigator sent to the serious Shield Sheldon. Oh no, has he been resurrected? He has become an investigator. And my music shall randomly change key temporarily. Shield Sheldon, I thought it was you. Sure. I'm very sorry about the case. If only I could have been there in time. Don't be. I couldn't fulfill my role as a bodyguard, that's all. You had been protecting the professor when the professor became a maverick. There was no other way. Our officers misinterpreted your action, and you are hunted as a maverick. And then you retired yourself. That was so unfortunate. I couldn't prevent the professor from becoming a maverick. I failed to protect him. But I'm going to fulfill the duty as a bodyguard now. He gave me a second chance. I'll protect him, even though it means I may have to sacrifice my life for it. Come on, X. So, Shield Sheldon has about 4 or 5 attacks. If you have the quick charge and you're quick enough, you can hit him 3 times when he does that. Ow, dang it. So, this is his first attack. He stands in the corner and throws his shells. One straight forward, the other one at a 45-degree angle. Second attack, he starts in the top middle of the room and bounces around the room. Third attack, and by far the most annoying, He surrounds himself with little things called guard shells. And that makes his hitbox bigger, so he's harder to avoid. And if you have to hit him, you gotta try to do it through the guard shells. And for his final attack... Dang, I was so close. Yeah, you saw his final attack. He stands in the middle of the room, he creates 4 shells, and then he dashes back and forth between said shells. Okay, rematch. Nice start. Oh, I forgot about that attack. There's another one he didn't show last time. I don't know if he'll do it this time. Where, like, he creates a hologram of himself, and then both him and the hologram throw their shells. I hate the guard shell attack. It makes his hitbox so darn big that it's nearly impossible to avoid the guy. Yeah, that's the other attack I was talking about. Avoid that by crouching in the corner. And that Shield Sheldon would be pretty tasty with some melted butter or something, but anyway, I've defeated him, so you needn't worry about it. Shield Sheldon, such a splendid shellfish, so fiercely loyal yet so underpaid, was always honorable, never selfish, so fare thee well. Now where's the marinade? Entering GA, you got the guard shell. Shields enemy shot for a counterattack, and brings to mind another word beginning with SH. The guard shell sucks. Like, what it's supposed to do is it can reflect a certain type of projectile, or when a certain type of projectile hits it, the guard shell shoots a little energy ball back. But, oh, Sheldon could not deal with being labeled the end of it all. How sad. But, like, it's so slow, and there's only one, one kind of bullet you can reflect anyway. It's not even good as a boss weakness. You might find that, I'll probably mention that in part 5, but in any case, I'm not done in Shield Sheldon stage. There's another area I'd like to go to. But yeah, guard shell, not a very useful weapon. Well, it does have one important use that I'll mention later. Hear the power of my quick charging shot. That was nice. Hey, you're supposed to turn. As usual, you can destroy the red crates with the ground dash. And actually, 6 of the 8 possible nightmare effects can be at least partially nullified by the weapon you get from the corresponding boss. Like, you can combat Commander Yamark's nightmare effect with the Yamar option, so this time we need to hit that mirror one extra time. Take us into this area, where we have 2 kinds of lasers. The purple ones only fire if another laser hits me. So, there's only one laser puzzle in this part, but it's a very long one. I shot that one too many times. Try to turn this on again. We come across a humongous shield guy, and unlock this door here. And I feel a little wind coming from somewhere near. Phew, is that me? That's a hint, people. No, no. Dang, Dr. Light, you distracted me. This is the body program for the blade armor. You take less damage, and the damage you take is converted to energy from that. Crap, I hope that Reploid didn't have a part. Because if he did, I just lost it. I was trying to rush things, I think. Dang it! I was trying to get invincibility so I could walk on the spikes, but I guess it didn't work out so well. So, here's another secondary area portal, and this time I'm actually going in it. Welcome to Shield Sheldon's secondary area. And X reacts to it much like he does to the virtual reality areas in Ground Scarevich's stage. What is this place? What am I supposed to do next? Get hit by that guy so I can safely get the weapon case on the spike. Double jump. Crates in the way. Ground Scarevich's nightmare really isn't all that threatening though, so in Shield Sheldon's secondary area, as you may have noticed by now, there aren't a whole lot of laser puzzles. What there are plenty of is ropes. There are lots and lots of ropes in this area. So now who's behind the boss door if we already beat Shield Sheldon? But the person would be behind. Shield Sheldon wouldn't appear behind this boss door even if we hadn't beaten him first already. That's redundant. I found you at last. Zero? But you're purple! You can't be purple! Let's fight together to retire the Mavericks just like we used to. Fine, the first to be retired is you. So you become a Maverick. I was worried that you might. I'll retire you personally. Allow me to introduce you to Nightmare Zero. I think that's what he's called. Now, I find that the quickest way to end this fight is to hit him with the Z-Saber, which does the most damage and stuns him. At least it stuns him sometimes. Although, if you do that, he tends to use that big... hey, why aren't you doing it? You know, that thing where he pounds the ground and sends all the charged blasts upward. I think that's based off one of his attacks in Mega Man X4. But in any case, I beat him. No Nightmare Souls and no special weapon, but... Let me get another cutscene. My reputation has been damaged while away. He thought it was some stupid toy. Zero! Zero, you're alive? Zero, did you die? Sadly, yes. But I lived! So, X is alive, is he? Seems Sigma didn't defeat me after all. But I searched all over for your parts. Your signal, but I found nothing, so... That is most unfortunate. I hid myself while I tried to repair myself. And I'm gonna go with the crowd here and say that that sentence makes no sense. I mean, Zero, how exactly did he manage that, unless you were telekinetic or had help, or both? You had your arms and legs were blown off and you had a huge hole in your chest. Like you were worse off than the Black Knight. Let's just call it a draw. Not to mention he didn't repair himself at the end of X1 when he was at least in one piece. Let's go, X. Destroy the Nightmare. Yeah, let's join hands and never let anyone sever us again. That's just tempting fate there, X, I'm sorry to say. So, now that we beat Nightmare Zero, I got some more rescued some more Reploids. And it doesn't seem that... Oh, you know what I forgot to get, though? I didn't actually enter that Dr. Light capsule. You don't need to see me play through Shield Sheldon's stage again. I'll do that off camera. I seem to forget that so often because I'm busy concentrating on keeping that nightmare away from the Reploid so it doesn't infect it. I know that you have only just returned. I need to ask you something. Will you help X and carry out the missions? Period. You know, it is my job. I am a maverick hunter. I've been away for a while, but I'm ready to fight for peace. The irony. And now that we've beaten Nightmare Zero, we can actually use Zero as a character. But, however, I will be sticking with X throughout this entire thing. Zero's okay, and I can see his benefits, but I still prefer X. Well, if you want to use Zero, of course, be my guest. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.